Hello there, I am Alan149 and this is another audio log. I'm also a bit ill, mainly because I just came back from EGX or Eurogamer or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, unsurprisingly got ill, possibly from one of my friends, but never mind. So yeah, it's pretty damn fun to go there. I mean, the trip there was interesting, to put one way. I kind of think that maybe one of my tutors has no idea what he's doing half the time, but never mind. Oh well. Got some cool figurines and shit, and got to play some new games. Some of which I may actually buy. Will definitely buy now that I think about it. And you know what? All the ones I did end up playing, I will definitely buy at one point. So yeah. Let's, before we talk about, the amazing fun time that is the actual expo, let's talk about the hotel. We ended up staying at the Travelodge even. Well, this wasn't entirely our tutor's fault, but, you know, I'm just going to call him Kevin because first names, there are so many people in the universe called Kevin, I seriously doubt it would affect anybody to call them by their first name. So yeah. Kevin here decided that we would be staying at a Travelodge, except Travelodge people hadn't told him that maybe they had just decided to throw out half of their beds and replace them with giant beds, meaning that each room, instead of having two beds, had one giant bed. That is really, really, really stupid, because it was two people per room. So, unsurprisingly, it ended up with two people having to sleep in the same bed. That is what we call actually genius. I see no problems that occur from there. It's even worse when one of my friends ended up having... You know what, fuck it. Like I just said, I'm going to call people by their first names and not just keep referring to them as friend or tutor and stuff like that. Considering, again, first names mean bugger all in the end. So yeah, Dion ended up sleeping with a random person. Well, he had been assigned a room with somebody none of us actually knew. I think he was from one of the other classes, I don't actually know. So yeah, he ended up actually ditching that and sleeping in our room. So we ended up with me, Dion, in the bed, and my friend Lewis on the floor. I just realised it's even more pointless for me to say friend and tutor and stuff like that, considering if you really did for some reason care, you could just watch the TF2 video and hear all the names. Yeah, actually it's really, really dumb just to call them a friend. But yeah, after the utter stupidity of that, and the kind of fun time of everyone being pretty sleepy, and, well, us three being pretty sleepy and watching a film together on the TV, that was just funny. Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, after we got to the expo, we were like, well, look at duck. It looks pretty damn cool in here. You got Nintendo over there, you got Microsoft packed into a tiny little box, and you got Sony taking over everything slowly. And then Razer being the Illuminati that is actually in control of everything. Yeah, pretty damn interesting. Yeah, so, well, first things we did were just, wander around looking at everything, seeing what was there. Queues are ridiculously huge, like, utterly insanely huge. Like, some of the things we just looked at, like things like Destiny, we just looked at and were like, no, I'm not queuing in that. That's not a thing I'm going to be doing. I did end up playing Destiny, though it was in a rather odd way, I guess. Again, with my friend Lewis. So yeah, it was me, Dion, and Lewis as in a little group. Wandering around, we had a look at Sony's stuff first. And we ended up playing Little Planet 3, because there was a space free and we just nicked it. Basically, anyway. There wasn't actually that much of a queue for Little Planet 3. Though the game is pretty damn fun. Though, again, I'm basically sure this is just because, pre-alpha and shit. It was lagging a fair bit, like your frame rate was going right the fuck down. Though I seriously doubt that's going to be on the actual release of the game, considering. But yeah, it was pretty damn fun. I ended up playing as the big dude, because we only ended up playing the tutorial level, where we got automatically assigned a character. So yeah, I was big dude who, I think Toggle, or whatever his name is, who can switch sizes. It's probably fun. They didn't seem to allow you to use the crate or anything, which is the most interesting bit of those games. But, you know, at the same time it does make sense. People would literally be sat there for hours if they were allowed to use the creator. Oh well. Yeah, it looks good. I'm definitely going to buy it because I trust them to make a good game. The additions they're adding are actually good and not just stupid, though the extra characters do seem a tad bit... There's no real point to them, but at the same time I guess it does make certain things easier. Instead of having to program a sackbot to be able to do wall jumps or fly, you now literally have characters that can do that, which is pretty useful, I guess. I wonder if you can assign sackbots the abilities of the various characters, because that would make things exceedingly simple. Well, exceedingly easier. And then next on the... Well, let me explain something first. Me and my friends, currently not 18. We're all 17. A couple of friends, like, literally months away, maybe not even that, like weeks away from being 18. But we're not. So there was obviously the section of 18 area. And that was all fun games, because it was like, there's all the shit we really want to play. Far Cry 4, Witcher 3, Alien Fun Times, Extravaganza, Isolation, the Mortal Kombat X's, the Borderlands, and such. Oh yeah, and things like Dead Island 2 and such. So we tried, there were two ways to get into the 18 plus areas. There's this escalator, because the 18 plus bit is like half of the top floor. So you go up the escalator, and the dude there just checks your ID no matter what you look like. You can literally look like an old man, and they would check your ID. Check for ID even. And then there's the dude at the very top, who will just judge by looks. If you don't look like you're 18, well then he gives your ID, lad. So yeah, we tried getting in, obviously. I wandered right past, so did Dion, but Lewis got called out. I'm pretty freaking tall, though sadly that perk is going to run out as soon as I hit 18, because I will no longer be able to use my height to fake my own age, which kinda sucks, but you know. Being tall is only really useful early game. God, I'm a nerd. Right, but yeah, Lewis ended up getting called back, which was a bit of a pain, and we ended up not going into it. Well, I ended up going into it later, but I'll get to that. So yeah, we ended up just wandering around, doing some more things, looking at some indie games, wandering around, not actually playing that much on the first day. I mean, we bought some awesome looking figures from a place called Game Legends. I'm pretty sure I've actually heard of them before, but it's the first time I've ever bought these things. Like, I got this friggin' awesome, properly awesome model of Peabody from Portal 2. God damn, is he awesome. He's got like little lights and stuff. If I'm not an idiot, I'll have posted some pictures in the video. And then my second model is... Oh yeah, by the way, these are both fully posable and stuff. Next one is Claptrap. It's the variant of Claptrap that's, you know, got top hat and stuff, because, well, who doesn't want the top hat? It's awesome. Yeah, both of these are really good purchases. They were both around about 24-ish pounds. Yeah, but goddamn, they're nice. Yeah, Jesus. I literally had to pick them up and look at them. I don't know if the microphone actually picks up that noise. I don't quite know what my microphone does pick up half the time. But yeah, after buying some models and wandering around looking at some more things, both Lewis and Dion wanted to queue for Elite Dangerous, which I didn't really feel like queuing for because of how long the queue looked. So I ended up just ditching them and basically trying the 18 plus area again. Confidently, strolling past security, because who wants to fuck with me, right? And then queuing for The Witcher 3, because I'm interested in that game. The Witcher series is always one I've looked at and gone, I should be playing this, but for some reason I'm not. So yeah, we queued for it. Wasn't actually that long of a queue now I think about it, or compared to the other ones anyway. I mean, it was actually probably the nicest of queues because you could easily just sit down and pull out, say, a Vita or a 3DS and start playing on it. Sadly, on the first day, I decided it would be a genius idea to leave my Vita in the travel lodge, like an idiot. so I didn't end up actually doing that. But you know, when we got in, we didn't actually get to play the game, but there was someone else there playing the game as some kind of like presentation, while one of the developers commentated over it, and it was pretty damn good. Yeah, it looks amazing. It's one of those games where I'm just like, why haven't I played the rest of the series yet? I'm pretty sure the bit they actually showed us is something that's actually already out there, the gameplay trailer of sorts. I don't actually know how long it was, maybe 4 to 5 minutes-ish of gameplay. Which, yeah, like I say, looks amazing. It's one of those things where I'm like, yeah, why haven't I played the rest of the series? I mean, I own Witcher 1, and, well, I kind of own Witcher 2. I think it's one of those things where, even if you have the disc copy of the game, it will actually just do a little activation on Steam instead. And considering that game was my dad's, I may not actually own it. Oh well, I'm sure a Steam sale will roll around and give it to me for like 14p or something. Always fun. So yeah, Witcher 3 looks pretty damn good. Got an awesome poster, which I'm currently flattening out because taking those things around is a buggerant. Yeah, I don't actually have that many posters, or at least not on my wall. The only one I actually have is the Dark Souls one. Predator Die edition, you know, the Artorias one. Looks pretty freaking cool. It's a bit creased though, but you know. So yeah, next on the list of games that I actually played, and this is the next day, the second day of the trip. The first one we ended up playing with me and Lewis was, well, at first we tried, as in like seriously tried to go and play Bloodborne, except Bloodborne isn't actually in the 18 plus area, it's in the Sony area. You have to wait in the queue, and at the end of the queue they, no matter what, ID check you. That is so annoying, meaning neither of us got to play Bloodborne. God, I hate that system. I mean, it makes sense, but at the same time it doesn't make sense. And that's an embuggerance, but never mind. Pain in the arse, really. Oh well. So yeah, I didn't actually get to play Bloodborne or things like the Order 1886 or whatever. Kinda sucks, but never mind. So yeah, we ended up playing Destiny instead. I swear to God, we were playing it via a video streaming service. I think. Don't quote me on that, but I swear to God we were. Considering we played it not in the actual Sony area, we played it in the Virgin Media area thing. It was pretty damn good, apart from the aforementioned streaming thing. I mean, the game looked good, but at certain points there was some serious input delay. Yeah, not very good. But yeah, the Destiny itself is amazing. Like, I don't understand people's hatred at the moment. Or maybe, well, then again, it is an MMO, meaning it could horribly slow down. Ah, that's gonna suck. Also, I'm slowly running out of time, so I may end up having to cut this short and talk about it tomorrow, or maybe make this a two-parter. Who knows? You know what? That the second option makes a lot more sense. Oh well. Actually, no, I'll leave it as a 15 thing. And yeah, Destiny. It's just Halo, except an MMO. We didn't really play any points of like. We didn't really play much co-op. I mean, we just tried a couple missions, one mission and story mission, I think, and it was pretty damn fun. Where you have your abilities and your grenades and the whole movement, jetpack, fun time stuff, always good. And then we tried some PvP, and that was also pretty damn good. I mean, I love the vehicles in that game. I expected to love the vehicles in the game, but I seriously love the vehicles in that game. The whole dodging around and stuff like that. Like, you wouldn't have thought you would have to dodge around on something like that, but no, it's pretty damn good. And then I ended up ending this episode. Yeah, sorry, I'm not going to be able to fit anything else into this, so goodbye. I've been Alan149 and I only say goodbye. That might as well be a trademark at this point. Oh well. Goodbye. Hopefully more tomorrow or something. Who knows? I've said goodbye like 5 times so far. Fuck it. Leave right now.